We're between Ullswater and Grisdale. On my left here is Hartstop above Howe. That runs up to Hart Crag and the side of Fairfield. And on my right here, well, it's lower flanks of St Sunday Crag. Yeah, we're down in Deepdale today. So we've left the track now, just past the last farmstead down the valley. So up there, that's the sort of southeastern ridge of St Sunday Crag. Really nice descent off there if you're pulling in St Sunday Crag at any time. I tend to do it via Deepdale, go up to Cofer Pike, which links between Fairfield and St Sunday, and then drop back along the ridge, and you get some classic views of the eastern and far eastern fells from up there. It's lovely up here. There are two more bods about in front of me. I should say they'll be going on to the tops, so pretty much expect I'll have the valley to myself for the duration. I could be right. So up there in the distance we've got Hart Crag and the start of Fairfield. Everyone's so used to seeing it as a back end of the horseshoe from Windermere or Hethswaite and Hawkshead, and it is so much more impressive on the north side, just as is Ben Nevis. You know, you see a brooding hulk of a beast from Fort William and you think, whew, is that really the highest mountain in Great Britain? Or you'd be a bit more adventurous, so long as you don't mind a bit of exposure, and take a look from the north, and that really is something else. Our head's down now just a little bit, but I'm just going to follow the contour of the fell. We've got some nice hawthorns, they look like from here. Just see what they look like as a composition in front of the crags up there. So I was just about to unpack the gear. I've just suddenly seen a really nice tree. It looks a bit wind blown, wind swept, with no more trees in front. Take it easy, Tim. We'll have a look at that, see what it's like. So catch up with you in a little while. So we'll grab that tree there. I don't know if you can make it out. It looked great, windswept, nicely sculptured, and it'd be great in the right light, but around it, it was just very, well, there was no to draw you in. Whereas this little thing here, so we've just left the main track. I'm going to work my way up the side of the stream, river, and see if anything jumps out at me. Preferably not a troll. Whoa. Great example for all you geography students up here. Got moraines at the top of the valley, nice meandering river. That's classic up there. This is where I get my feet wet, you know. This is very similar up here to Great Moss on the east side of the Scafell Massif. You know, I mean, the river-esque meanders below some fantastic crags. It's very boggy, like it is here. Nice place for a dip if you're feeling that way inclined. It's bloody cold to me. Right, well, I found my composition. Problem is now the light, which is just gone a bit flat. I'm hoping it's going to break it a bit and I can crack on. It's also drizzling, typically. It's actually worse in real time than it is on the GoPro. This cloud here, I want a bit more blue behind the crags up here, a bit more sun on there. The camera's set up and I'll try and do a long exposure with the waterfall. It's looking really nice, but I've just had to cover it up for now. But this is what I'm aiming for. This is like, it's got shades of Gletted Moor, but a bit more imposing, I reckon. So we'll try here. Hopefully this cloud will pass in a bit. I'll have a brew and wait for it to go. I'll catch you. We'll be in for a bit of a wait here. It's obviously blowing down the ridge of Helvellyn. Just hoping it'll blow out. Don't want much blue sky, just a bit, and you know, a bit of cloud cover. I'm not asking much. Nippy here as well. So while I was waiting, I went for a scout upriver, and I think I found a better composition, to be honest. A lot more sculpture in the stone and rock, not so much clutter in front of the mountain. So we'll give this a shot. I'm still waiting for the sun to break, or at least the clouds to break a little bit, instead of just giving me grey mess, really. Right, let's have a look at this one, see what you make of here. Well, it was promising first thing. And if you believe everything the forecast throws at you, well, let's just say it hasn't panned out as planned. Just going to have a wander up here by the river, but the light has gone really flat and I'm struggling to make out with it, but we'll see. So this landscape in front here, you see these moraines. I reckon we'll come back here probably May time and get the sun on those, casting shadows maybe, with greenhouse crags in the background. That might be something to look out for. All we want is that sun there, just to glisten off the rocks up there. You're asking too much. Oh well, it is what it is. Light is it's not bad, but it's not great for photos today. It's got progressively worse this morning. Ooh. highly unlikely now that those crags will see the sun today. Yeah, we've had a bit of sun over there on the shoulder of St Sunday Crag most of the morning. Not a wasted day. I've scoped out some great locations for when the weather improves and the seasons change. Well, it's taken a while, but I'm finally in the sunshine. Oh, it didn't last for long though. I think it's must be approaching 2 o'clock. Oh, bang on. I can't wait till spring, you know. Winter's been really flat. We've had a couple of decent days where we've had sharp blue skies, but the rest of it's been pretty plain, to be honest. Way up, you can hear the hounds now. Oh, one at least. They don't seem to bother the sheep. Wish the bloody townies would leave us to it. That's the trouble with a lot of the organisations these days. They're run by people who weren't brought up in the countryside, and all intent they want to ruin it. They're the people that have been brought up in generations in the countryside. I'm presuming these black sheep are Jacobs. I saw a ram earlier, a black ram. I've never seen a black ram before. Some scran. Whee! Oh, you bugger. It's been grand. Don't knock it. Never knock it. The great outdoors. Well, last stretch now. Nearly down to the vehicle. Hope you've enjoyed this week's little vlog. And I'll catch up with you next time. But don't forget, like and subscribe.